Welcome to this week's Quick Charge. David said, God has prepared me for war, and he trains me for battle. Part of our spiritual experience is the need to do battle and resist, possess, and overcome. Abraham had 318 servants who were also trained for battle. The children of Israel came out of Egypt, the Bible says, as an army. In the wilderness, they fought battles. And in Canaan, the Bible says they entered armed. All of God's leaders, his judges, his prophets, and his kings were trained for war and skilled in battle. And it's also a part of our life in God too. We have spiritual weapons to resist, to wrestle against principalities and powers, to overcome temptations and lies, accusations, and the strongholds that are set against us. And there are legitimate things to fight against. There are times when God says, go there. And the promise is that when we engage, we overcome, because he has already overcome in our behalf. Israel heard God say in Deuteronomy 2:31, I am giving King Sihon and his country to you. Now go take his land. Sihon means that which is tempestuous, stormy, turbulent, tumultuous. God said to them, he's strong, but I'm giving it to you because it's not too strong for me. God simply spoke, I am, and it was given. But not everything is something to engage. In fact, wisdom dictates that we must know the difference between what we should fight against and what we shouldn't. What is actually the enemy and what is not. There are some situations that we shouldn't resist and fight against. God says, don't even go there. Don't mess with that. Don't get caught up in that. Leave it, forget it. And God is just as adamant about the things that we should not engage as what we should. In Deuteronomy 2:5, God said to his people, do not bother them. I will not give you even 1 square foot of their land. So we bypassed the territory and we avoided the road. Wisdom says that if I fight against what I shouldn't and take up what I should leave alone, that it is a total waste of time. You see, when we fight what we're not intended to fight, it doesn't help. We don't grow, we don't gain, we don't get anywhere. It's simply a waste of time. Gamaliel in Acts chapter 5 said, let them go. If their plan or activity is of a human origin, it will end in ruin. If it originates with God, you won't be able to stop them. Instead, you would actually find yourselves fighting God. Gamaliel told them, on no uncertain terms, don't even go there. You could be fighting against God's purposes and his ways. It's also a total waste of space, because when I fight against and resist and struggle and wrestle unnecessarily, it takes me away from what I should be doing. I get preoccupied, and I'm so busy fighting and so consumed and so distracted that I've let go of my mission and real focus. Jesus said it's possible for other things that can come in to choke out and use up our space, where all of your RAM is used up and you can't function. It's also a total waste of energy. When we battle and engage and fight what we shouldn't, it uses up vital strength. It takes our energy. It makes us weary. We get worn out, run down, and we lose our spiritual vigor and vitality. Isaiah said in chapter 49, verse 4, I have spent my strength for nothing. So God says to us, don't engage with these things. Let them pass. Choose wisely what you spend your strength on. So God will often warn us, don't even go there. And that's for our good. Join me next week to find out what we're better off not spending our strength on. God bless.